I guess I've reached the bouldering portion of today's hike. Morning, campers. Just leaving the Windsor Furnace Shelter, headed hopefully to the Allentown Hiking Club Shelter. That's 16.5 miles. That's a long day. And between the Eckville Shelter and the Allentown Shelter, it gets rocky and technical from what I was told by the teacher that was leading a school group. And he said, once you get past the Eckville Shelter, which is about 9 miles from here, he said that's when it gets real rocky and technical and it'll really slow you down. It's another 7 or so miles from there to the Allentown Shelter. So if that slows me down a lot, I may or may not be able to make it to the Allentown Shelter tonight. I feel pretty good. Slept in my tent last night. I got a week's worth of food. And today's Tuesday. I'm stopping in Palmerton on Thursday. So I have a ridiculous amount of food. So that'll slow me down too, carrying the extra weight. Now that I'm up on the ridge line, it's getting a little rockier, as you can see. It's not the worst I've seen by any stretch, but it's definitely a little more work, slows me down, keeps me on my toes, literally and figuratively. Oh, just walked through a spider web. Yuck. So yeah, as you can see, a lot more rocks. So it was a good time to put down the camera. But I just want to show you that nice smooth path that I was going on has now changed, and it's Rock City again. The pinnacle, 50 meters. Not sure what the pinnacle is. Look at another sign. There's a big pile of rocks here. Is that the pinnacle? It said 50 meters this way. I think it's back here. Just leaving the pinnacle. Beautiful spot, beautiful outcropping, really big outcropping. Beautiful view below. The trail smoothed out quite a bit here. It's like an old dirt road in front of me here, as you can see. The Allentown Shelter does not have a good water source. Now, with all the rains we've had, I'm sure the water source is probably going to be flowing. But there's always the possibility that it's not. I can either pick up water beforehand, but it's about a 7-mile hike with the water that you need. I don't want to carry too much water for 7 miles, especially over rocks, tricky rocks. And I just came to a real muddy section here. So, as you can see, the trail comes out right there. Interesting little open area. You don't often see just an open grassy area like this. And then the trail continues down here. It's a little dirt path, and then you can see way at the edge of the trees there's a blaze, and I'll be back in the trees here momentarily, but for now it's a nice little open area, nice perfectly blue sky, beautiful day for hiking. I can at least say it's been relatively easy walking on kind of a road-like trail, but my knees and my feet are still hurting me now, probably because my pack is so heavy. I got too much food. I even left the jar of peanut butter I bought back at the Port Clinton post office, put it in their hiker box. My earth sack is just packed with food. I mean, almost to the point where I can't close it. I am here at the Eckville Shelter. I'm going to give you a quick tour. In the background there, that's the caretaker's house. And you can charge your devices on that white cabinet right there in the corner. There's a power strip on top. Here's the shelter itself. It's like an old tool shed, I guess, or something of that nature. Come inside. In my pack, you got a couple of bunks right here. Then you got 2 more bunks with a thin pad on top. It's stapled on, so you can't remove it. And 2 more bunks over here, so a total of 6 bunks. Little table, some chairs, and you have a cabinet here, puzzles and games. Another one, hiker box essentially. You got some hooks here, hang your pack or your food bag. That's basically it. No frills shelter. There's a little seat out here. And over there, that little shed right there is the privy. And there's actually I guess a solar shower of types, of a type in there. So that's it. That's the Eckville Shelter on the Appalachian Trail. Just leaving the Eckville Shelter, had a little snack there, rehydrated. Until we get the rocks, I'm gonna try to maintain a 2-mile-an-hour pace. And then when I hit the rocks, I'll just do the best I can. And my feet are already sore. Soles of my feet, my heels are sore, so I'm kind of taking smaller steps. I'm trying to be gentle on my feet. Because of all the rain, you've got stuff like this. It's normally not all waterlogged like that, but this is the trail. You can see the blaze there in that tree in front of me. That means I gotta walk across these logs and rocks. Oh boy. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Holy cow. Make sure that tree is stable. Whoa. All right, I'm actually gonna step down onto this rock. And onto this rock. One over here. Let's see. Can I go that way? Yeah, but I got a tree in my way. Let's see. Let's go this way. Okay. And then this log. Whoa. Whoa. Right, this is where trekking poles come in handy. I don't know why people don't use them. Most people do, but some people don't. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think the trail keeps going that way. I'm not seeing a blaze. Does it go this way? Oh, there's a blaze down there. I see one. All right, so I gotta get across this stuff. You can see my shadow there. Oh, look at that little. There's like a little whirlpool, like a little tornado. Let me zoom in on that. A little tornado in the water. That's kind of cool. All right. I'm here on this rock. I gotta get to that rock. Oh. And this rock. Oh. This rock. This rock. This rock. Whoa. This rock. This rock. Let's see. I get over that way. This rock. Here, here, and here. I'm on dry ground now. Oh! Alright. There's even a little campsite over here. That's really nice. Right next to the creek, as long as the creek doesn't overflow its banks. Just passed another hiker coming the other way. He confirmed my suspicions that I have some uphill ahead of me here. And then in about 2 miles, there's, he said, some bouldering is how he described it. Some bouldering, yes. I guess I've reached the bouldering portion of today's hike. I don't know how long this goes on. My feet are burning. They're throbbing. At least it's a nice day. I wouldn't want to do this when it's raining or wet, slippery. I think I'll show you a little bit of what it's like if I can do it safely. I think I've shown you before, but there's a lot of strategy that goes into this. And also, the thing that really throws a wrench in the works is when a rock is not stable, which is a surprising number of rocks are not stable. You wouldn't believe how many times you step on a huge rock that weighs hundreds of pounds, maybe 1,000 pounds or more, and it tilts like a seesaw. That really throws you off. So, all right, I'll give you a little taste of what it's like here. Okay, so I'm going to start this boulder field, and it's basically just looking for each step, looking ahead, Trying to find a semi-flat surface to step on, something that looks secure, something you look like you can reach easily enough. Maybe using your poles for balance in case the rock tilts or you don't hit the rock just right and your foot kind of goes to the side if the rock is kind of rounded on top. So I look for rocks like this. This one's got a flat surface, so I can plant my foot on it. And then I look ahead for the next one. So, and I have to know what my stride is. So maybe I'll step on this one, and then maybe I'll step here. And I try not to hop from rock to rock because I want to have one foot stable. So I put my next foot ahead, get it nice and secure, then step the next foot. When that's secure, next foot. So I always have both feet down until I'm swinging the next foot forward. You get going too fast and you hit one of those wobblers, and that really throws you off. So I try not to step between two rocks that are real close together so that I don't twist my ankle. I don't want to snap my ankle or sprain my ankle. When there's little spaces like this, you can wind up stepping in there and getting your foot wedged. So that's not good. I'd almost prefer, I try to step between the rocks. So, the dirt and the leaves, those parts. It's softer, number one. Number two, it's not going to wobble on you. And number three, there's less chance that you're going to fall or slip off a rock because you're not on a rock. So anyway, this is more or less what it's like. It's a lot of just stepping, looking ahead, deciding where to put your next footstep. And you don't always get it right. You try to, but sometimes you go, whoops, that was a mistake. And you got to back up a step, or you got to just move forward very quickly to the next rock because you're on an unstable rock, or your footing just isn't secure. So we just cleared that section, and it looks pretty clear ahead. So anyway, a little taste for you of clearing a boulder field. But you don't have to step on the rock that has a blaze on it. It's just giving you the general direction. So this is the general direction I need to start heading in. And as I head that direction, I'll be looking for the next blaze. But don't be tempted or persuaded to step on the exact rock that has a blaze, because sometimes that's not the best route. It might be better to step on this rock and then go to there and so on. So just use that as a general guide. It's indicating the vicinity and the general direction you want to go. It's not saying step here. Concrete marker says Berks, Albany, CO County, I guess, Township, 1963. Huh. Wonder what that indicates. After 16 and a half miles, that sign is a sight for sore eyes. There it is. Allentown Hiking Club Shelter.